Thank you.
Welcome
Thank you.
back.
Thank you.
All right, I think everyone is back. All right. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
I hope you understand whatever we discussed in the previous class, how class is created and their instances, attributes, and methods. Actually, there is no method yet. We are going to create method or function in this session, and how object is created from class, okay, from blueprint. And we can create n number object, and how we can access the attributes and function of the class, okay, using the object that we created just a few minutes before. Okay, I hope these are clear. If you have any question before we go forward, God bless you.
Thank you.
You can ask if you have any question. If you don't have question, I want to move forward. Now, in Python, we have dunder. This is called dunder, okay, underscore underscore. It is called dunder method underscore underscore. This is called also magic method. So it is inbuilt function okay, inbuilt function in Python. We aren't creating it. Actually, it comes with Python. That is why we call it inbuilt function or built-in function or default function. We call it also magic method. Okay. In Python, method and function are same. We are calling it function, and we are calling it also method. Okay. Remember. And whenever you see underscore underscore main, this is called main method. Okay. This is called main method. Now, let's create another class, and name of the class is person. Remember, class is blueprints, and it starts with class keyword. This keyword and keywords are reserved in any programming language. Okay, and this person is name of the class. We name it. It can be anything. Name of the class. We just created. Remember, class keyword is in small small cap, but name of the class is capital, then colon. Okay, then whenever we press enter keyword, okay, whenever we press enter keyword, automatically Python indents. So if you go one space more back, it will not execute it. It will not run. So you have to maintain the indentation because this is the class scope. Whatever you write inside the indentation, it will go under the class. Whenever you go outside the class, then whatever you are writing, it will go out of the class. Understand? Now, I just type def another keyword, and we have seen in function chapter def keyword we use to create function. Now you see here init, another method. This is inbuilt function, underscore init underscore, then parenthesis, colon. So this is inside the class, within the class scope of the class. What is it? It is inbuilt function, remember. And inside the init function, we use parameters. You know, parameters are arguments. Okay. What are the parameters? It can be anything. Person will have some properties and attributes and methods or function, whatever, name, age. Can have salary also. Profession, salary. Okay. Then press enter. You see? Again, indentation. Python automatically indent it. Now, remember, this is init function and inbuilt. But name, profession, salary, these are attribute or instance of person. Person is name of the class. So person is class. Now, inside the inbuilt function, always we use self as a first parameter. Remember, self is a parameter that represents the class. What is representation? Meaning this self is representing the class. Okay. meaning instead of person, we are using self. All right? Like Anisur Rahman sir, representing me in absence of me. So Anisur Rahman is no more Anisur Rahman. He is representing me. Okay? Or say, for example, Rubel is invited to United Nations, UN, as a special guest. Rubel cannot come. Okay? Rubel is invited. Rubel cannot go to UN himself because he is busy. He is CEO of Google, say for example. CEO Google. Okay. So Rubel is representing Anisur Rahman. Anisur Rahman. Okay. So Anisur is representing Rubel. Anisur Rahman is no more Anisur Rahman. He is representing Rubel. Same way, self is always represents class. Clear? So whenever you see self, remember it is representation of class. All right, now self. When you press self, then dot, you can access also, you see, all the methods and functions. Now, at the same time, you can say self.name equal to name. Self.name equal to name. Name, this name is this name. Again, you can say self.profession equal to profession. And you can say self.salary equal to salary. Now remember, this name is this name, this profession is this profession, this salary is this salary. So instead of name, you can write any name. It can be A, B, C. So it will become a value. At the same time, it can be varied. Instead of A, it can be B. It can be C, it can be D. It can be Rahman, it can be Chaudhry, it can be Yasmin, okay, whatever. And instead of profession, you can say teaching, okay, or it can be engineer, and salary can be 100,000. It can be integer, or it can be string, 100K. All right. Now, let's move on. Okay, now What next? Actually, this def underscore underscore init underscore self name, profession, salary, and all these properties of a person inside the class, right? So if you go one step back, then you are no more inside the class. Since these are all properties of this person, it should be inside the class. Okay, now I press enter. Okay, I press enter, and still I am inside this def function. Okay, I want to go out of this function, and now I am inside the class, right? You see, this is the scope of this class, and I'm still inside the class. I also one more step back, and now I am outside the class. Okay, and now these are what? These are class, and class are blueprints. Blueprints, just planning and design, not implementation. These are abstracts. Blueprints, and these are abstracts. Okay, clear? Now actually we are going to create object from this class. Okay, how? Look very carefully. I say P1 means person 1. Okay, now if you just say P1 then dot, nothing will happen because object is not yet created. Okay, now remember, whenever I write here person, this person is this person. Okay, so this is class. Okay, and already created an object. And now if I say dot, you see, now I can access name, profession, salary that just we created, and also some methods and functions that we not created, but we are accessing it from Python. So what is the purpose of creating object? Purpose of creating object is to access method and function object of class. Clear? Okay. Now person, still we don't know name of the person. Say for name is Ruel action, and his profession is software engineer, and his salary is 105K. It is no more integer because we are using $sign and K. Okay. Now, I can actually now say name. Okay. I can access it. And actually I can print it. Okay. Now, whenever you create an object and accessing the properties, this become concrete. Concrete means you can display it now. Okay. Concrete means you can touch it, you can see it. But abstracts, you can feel it, but you cannot touch it. Now, Python object-oriented programming.py. I think our name of our file is oop.py. oop.py, right? It says no such directory. Then just print pwd. Where you are, we are inside basic Python. But we have to go to Python. Inside the Python, we have Python files. Okay, now we are in. Ruble action. Okay, I can say print p1 dot salary. I can check also salary, and I can check also profession. P1 profession. All right, now since we have class, and actually you can create n number of person. Okay, you can say Anisur Raymond and software developer. Salary is 110K. Now you can access P2. Salary, say for example. You see? Clear? Now, if it is clear, I can go one further more step, little advance. Is it clear? Clear? Yes or no? You are muted. You have to unmute if you want to. response?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, not clear or clear? Clear, right? So these are class. Inside the class, this is name of the class. This is keyword class. Def underscore init underscore parenthesis. These are inbuilt function. And inside the inbuilt function, we can use parameters, and self is the first parameter always, and it's representing class. Representing class. Remember,
Yeah.
these are properties, attributes, instance of person. You can use n number. And remember, these are blueprints. Since these are blueprints, these are abstracts. And objects, this is object. It can be anything actually, but make it meaningful. Created from class. And class is right here. The same person, this person are same. This is another object created from the same class, but can different attributes, okay, instance, properties, and you can access it using objects. We are creating object because we need to access the method and functions and attributes of the class as well as Python programming. Clear?
Yep.
Okay, fine. Then we can move forward a little more.
Yeah.
Now, remember, this is inbuilt function. We didn't create it, this one. And inside the inbuilt function, we create all these attributes and properties of the person class. But self is inbuilt representation of class. Self, we didn't create it. It is in Python.
Yeah.
Now, whatever we are going to create inside the class, remember, it has to be indented and inside the class. So it will be here. This is the class scope. Whatever you want to create, you have to create inside the class. If you want to create method or function, this is inbuilt, but this is not inbuilt. We are going to create it. So another function, we are going to create it. We know how to create functions. In the previous class, we learned it. How? First, keyword def, then name of the function. I say just hello. Say hello is the name of the function, then parenthesis, then colon. All right. And now I can say what I can say print. I want to print something. Hello, I want to say I'm Rubel. How I can do it? To do it, I have to pass the self parameter because it is representing class. I have to connect with the class because I want to access all the methods and attributes from class. So I say here self, remember, self, then I can access only. I can say now self dot name, okay? And now you can say anything, whatever you want. You can use I am a software engineer. What I can say self dot profession, okay? And I make self dot salary, okay? Now I want to say I want to just P1 dot call the function. What is the name of the function? Say hello. Okay, that's it. So I'm calling the function. Who will be printed? Who is P1? Right? Hello, I'm Rubel Raksham. I'm a software engineer and I make 105K. And you can also say P2, say hello. We are calling the function. And now, hey, I'm Anish Raman. I'm a software developer and I make 110K. All right? Now you can create n number of object. You can say 3, 4, and million, billion object you can create now. Now you can say this is Leonard Holmes making 100. It can be now Bilal Hossain software development engineer. Now you can actually call everyone in function using function. So we are using the codes whenever we need them. We don't need to write these codes again and again. Okay. We don't need to write this prints 4 times here. Or if we have object 100 times, we don't need to write 100 times here. So we are saving our time. Okay. Clear? Any question? And you can create n number function here. There can be 10 functions according to your needs. Any question? So these are very popular interview questions. What is self in Python? Self is representation of class. What is class? Class is blueprints. It is an abstract states. Abstracts. What is object? Object is created from class, and it is concrete because it is the implementation or creation from class. Okay. What is function? Function is block of code that only runs when it is called by name. You have to call by name. Okay. And using object, why do we create object? Creating object, we can access the function and attributes of the class. Okay. This is inbuilt function. Whatever inside the function we can access. Whatever inside the function we can access using object. Clear?
Yeah.
So if it is clear, go to w3schools.com, read whatever we have discussed so far. Every single day, go through W3 School and read the Python chapter. There are a lot of exercises over there. Practice them. Watch the video. First, watch the video. Take notes. Then second time, watch and practice. Third time, go through the w3schools.com and do some more exercises. It will really help you to understand the concept. You will become master. Remember, if you don't practice, nothing will happen. Just watching the video, reading the articles, you can't become master on anything. If you want to become master, you have to practice, practice, and practice. All right? That's all for today. If you don't have any question, see you in the next class. Have a good night.
Good night.
Any question?